In episode 33 of the Ultimate World Cruise, we'll explore Auckland. After a great time in Tahiti, we're on a 4-day crossing to New Zealand. Hooked on travel. Follow us on our journeys around the world. Well, this is our 81st day, 81 days already now since we left Miami, and we're still really enjoying it. Some of the sea days are better than others, but I'll tell you what, this is the most beautiful sea day we've ever seen. We're in the South Pacific. We just left Tahiti yesterday. We're heading towards Auckland, New Zealand. This is our first day at sea out of 4 before we get there. But it's been flat, calm, it's warm, and you can see the reflection of the clouds coming off the water. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, I thought I was going to get worried about being on the ship this long, plus being at sea when you can't see land. I'll tell you what, this is stunning. I have no words. Anyway, there's hardly anyone out right now. There's a volleyball game going on, rock climbing going on. There's nobody at the pool, hardly at all. What is it, 5:15 in the evening? I mean, it's just, you feel like you're on the ship practically by yourself. It's not crowded at all. It's nice. We like it. Yes, we just found out this morning, it was confirmed, we're going around Africa. That's going to be our itinerary starting in May, our 3rd leg of the trip. And we're already starting to plan some of the tours that we're going to do. As you know, we try to do most of the things on our own, but it's a little bit challenging on some of these ports. But I'm so excited about the Seychelles. There's going to be some great snorkeling on the Seychelles. Madagascar, I already looked at Madagascar. We're going to take a tour up into the mountains and see all the wildlife. That's going to be exciting. We might, I'm not sure yet, but we might go deep sea fishing when we get into Reunion. And there's so many more I haven't started planning yet. But I don't know, we have a lot of places to go on this one still. New Zealand, Australia, Tokyo, I mean, it goes on and on. So this gives you an idea about, like, you don't have to fight for a chair. There's 2 people in the pool, a couple lifeguards. We have our pool deck bar over here on my right.
There's nobody at the bar.
There's nobody even at the bar. They have a sky bar above it. There's a couple of people there. There's nobody in the chairs below. You know, generally during the day, there's a few people like to sunbathe, but so this can give you an idea how darn calm it is. I didn't know the ocean, when you're out in the middle of the ocean like that, I didn't know it could get this calm, like a lake. I think we're going almost 20 miles an hour too, so it's like, it feels like you're not even moving. It's really peaceful.
So,
Like tomorrow, we cross the international date line, so that means we lose a day, which is interesting. So we have to change our calendars as well as our time. We already set our clocks back 1 hour. We're on Auckland time now, but not the calendar. There's different levels that you can walk on, you know, the pool deck that we were on earlier, but this is on the 5th floor, and we like it because it's in the shade. You're closer to the water, so it gives you a little bit different feel when you're walking. And oh my gosh, right now it's almost sunset. It's so beautiful. I can't believe this is not a lake. This is one of my favorite places on the back of the ship. One of our most beautiful sunsets so far on our trip. We arrived in port early in the morning and were greeted by Auckland's impressive skyline. Okay, we just arrived in Auckland, and this is their summer right now. We're loading up fuel, of course. Every port we have to get gas. And they're loading up all kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables, which we probably needed, but it looks like they're loading up. Oh, that's green peppers, like peppers. I know it's strawberry season here right now too, because I've been here before. They have a lot of great fruits and vegetables. Welcome to Auckland, New Zealand. They drop you off right in the middle of downtown. It's awesome. No, you couldn't ask for a better location to come in. Not even a block, and you're right on the main street. 14 years ago, I was here 14 years ago. This is all new. They didn't have a walking street like that, a pedestrian street. Wow. Oh, we could spend all day here, no problem. Okay, these are the ferries that go out to the various islands. They're high-speed ferries. They're super nice. I've been on one before. A lot of people commute. They come into the city. They live out on the islands, and they come in to the city to work, and then they go home. And it's beautiful when you get on the ferry and head out and look back at the city. Yeah, look at that's a nice cruise ship, Seven Seas Navigator. Yeah, you get the ferry tickets here, and a lot of people are going to that Waiheke Island, which we were planning on doing, but today's not a very good day. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. When you're in Auckland, you have to come down to the harbor and take a look at these boats. Giant sailboats, catamarans, cruisers. Okay, look at these sailboats down here. This is a double mast. It's huge. I can't even imagine what's down below.
You can sail on that.
You would have to have a crew to help you sail that.
Yeah.
Now that's what we're talking about. Look at this sailboat here. That's kind of cool. They got a drawbridge right here. You can see the rails where the cranes used to run in the old port. And instead of old warehouses, you have restaurants with great views lined up along the waterfront. Look at all the wooden boats, the little wooden sailboats.
I like the cheap one behind the big one.
The ship behind it? Yeah,
It's
the cheap
it's a
one.
fishing boat.
Fishing boat.
Nice.
Looks like it has a UK flag. No, that's not a UK
No,
flag.
that's the Australian, New Zealand.
Okay. Wow.
Australian, New Zealand is the blue one over there, isn't it? What do you think?
It's amazing. It's impressive, the amount of boats here. They're really into recreational boating here. It's big time. You know, there's a lot of small islands offshore they probably go to, as well as the South Pacific Islands, but it's definitely a boating capital.
You want to lock our relationship and throw the key away?
That's a big one.
It's a big one. That's a big relationship.
Big relationship. That one looks like it's being worked on. Has a crane. Hey, I wonder if that's the one that goes to some of those islands. It's a cruise ship.
Right?
It's, I don't think it's the one that we were looking at, but it sure looks like one of those boats that goes out to the different islands, and then you can go on it as a tourist, but then they offload supplies to remote islands. It's the Auckland Fish Market, and it is on the list of things to do here. We're a little bit early. It's only 11 o'clock. Oh yeah, here's the fish market. You can come in here and buy your fresh fish. King salmon. Where are they getting king salmon? New Zealand. Maybe you can catch salmon here, so go. Kinds of stuff. Ling cod, blue cod. Yeah, I've never heard of a lemon fish. Oh, look at that, it's smoked. You can get a fish burger with fries for $15.
It was $9.
Oh, okay. Okay, right here, it looks well, it's obvious they're doing diving competitions right here.
Manu World Champs. The boat can go to the bridge.
Wow, look at this boat going through the bridge. a little boat compared to some of these yachts. Sarko, he was just commenting on this fishing boat in front of us. Back in black. That's a nice fishing boat. I don't see a fighting chair. They have a lot of different tours you can do here. Right here, this explorergroup.com, that's one of those racing sailboats that you see on TV. They're really stripped down. Look at that. There's nice restaurants everywhere.
It's not here.
Smells good. That's a nice sailboat. Look at that. Oh, they're not strapped down. Those are those life preservers, the kind that blow up automatically when you fall over. Right here, you can have anything you want to. You have a cocina mexicana. This
That
looks
looks like a hotel in the back.
I don't know what this giraffe is, but here you can get a Italian. Right here is our cruise ship. You get out, you just come straight up this street. Queen Street Mall is right here, and then you just go up, and now there's all your fancy high-end stores, Prada, Dior, whatever. So like you have all the high-end stores on this street. This is Queen Street. If you're on a budget, there's a place for everybody. Right here, there's surf and sand backpackers accommodation. Looks to me like you might have to share a bunk bed. The New Zealand's oldest brewery pub, 1898. Like there's a lot of old buildings they just knocked down and they put in big high rises. A fun thing to do is just to come down to the harbor and find a restaurant that looks appealing to you. There's all kinds. And sit down and have a drink and observe the harbor and relax. Yeah, and it's kind of a rainy afternoon, so it's perfect. Auckland is a working city. There's, like, you can walk around the city, but there's, like any city, there's not a whole lot to do tourist-wise. But you can go out to the islands, you can go sailing. There are things to do, but you know, on a rainy day like today, we're just going to have a drink and watch the harbor. Sarko's having his beer. This is brewed right here in Auckland at this restaurant. It's a brewery. Is it good?
Yep.
It's an IPA. They must have some huge chickens here in New Zealand. The size of these wings are enormous. They're big. So this is the second floor of the mall. We weren't expecting this, but it's packed. It's like an outdoor mall, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of neat because it's outdoors.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat because it's outdoors. It's like all open air. It's not like an indoor market. It's not like an indoor mall. Which way? Look where the ship parks, right there, right off the walking street and next to all the shopping. I don't know what it is. Let's go in there. Everybody's going in there. Let's check it out. Buses. It's a bus station. That's extremely nice. There's a lot of nice places in this city, and a lot of places are like, it's all new and modern. They're knocking down old buildings and putting in new. Oh, that's kind of cute, huh? There's Chanel. And when we were in Tahiti, we got to smell and pick the flower that they use for Chanel No. 5 perfume. It's starting to rain, so we're heading back to the ship. Well, we're back on the ship. It's 2:30. A lot of people are coming back. A lot of the tours are returning. And you can see we're right in downtown. It's unreal. This is the front of the ship. And it feels so different being on the ship looking at high rises instead of the sea. Doesn't it feel different? We're so used to walking out here and seeing the ocean, and right across from our cruise ship is this huge car carrier from Japan. It's unbelievable. I'm trying to figure out how many cars could possibly fit in that thing. It's got to be at least 11, 12, 13 stories probably. Maybe more. Yeah, they're lining them up right here in front of us. They're sorting them by vehicle. Like the box trucks and then the cars.
That's how she's going.
Man. Another great show by local dancers in the ship's theater before sailing. Goodbye, Auckland, and tomorrow morning we'll wake up to the Bay of Islands. See you there.